What really happens while you sleep? When your body lies still in slumber, something extraordinary happens. Your physical form may rest, but your consciousness, it begins to roam. And your mind, it doesn't sleep. It remains fully alert, navigating invisible realms. But where does it go? Few truly grasp the answer. Yet across centuries, ancient wisdom and modern science have begun to illuminate this profound mystery. What you're about to discover could forever shift how you see sleep and what it means to be conscious. Have you ever awakened from a dream so vivid, so real, that it felt like you just lived another life? Share it in the comments, because these experiences hold clues to the true nature of consciousness. From the beginning of time, humans have been captivated by the enigma of sleep. Ancient civilizations believed that when we sleep, our soul detaches from the body and journeys through other dimensions. In Egypt, dreams were seen as divine messages. Greek thinkers like Plato believed the soul accessed higher planes during rest. Modern science confirms that sleep is vital for memory and cognitive repair, but something far deeper occurs. During specific stages of sleep, brainwave activity mirrors deep states of meditation, and even moments reported in near-death experiences. In these phases, our perception of time, space, even identity, starts to shift. But if consciousness were just a byproduct of brain chemistry, how do we explain the countless stories of lucid dreaming, spiritual encounters, and unexplainable visions? Are they hallucinations, or evidence of something much more real? The answer may lie in a phenomenon few have heard of, the journey of consciousness. Each night, without realizing it, you undergo a process of detachment. Your body falls into stillness, brain frequencies drop, the physical world dissolves from your awareness. But your consciousness? It continues, active, alert, and moving in ways that defy traditional science. It's during REM, the rapid eye movement phase, that the most surreal, vibrant dreams unfold. But beyond dreams, some researchers believe something else is happening. The Monroe Institute and pioneers like Dr. Charles Tart suggest that consciousness can actually separate from the physical body and enter different dimensions. This is known as astral projection, or the out-of-body experience, OBE. Why don't most people notice it? Perhaps because we've been taught from childhood that only what we can see or touch is real. But those who have experienced OBEs describe sensations of pure freedom, of expanded awareness, and of visiting places they've never seen before, yet later described with astonishing accuracy. One of the most compelling examples is that of Robert Monroe, a pioneer who spent decades documenting his experiences in non-physical realms and wrote extensively about his travels beyond the body. There's also a powerful secret that influences this nightly journey: your emotional and mental state before sleep. If you go to bed anxious or afraid, you may find yourself in darker, denser dream landscapes. But if you enter sleep with a focused intention and elevated mindset, you may tap into spiritual insights and experiences that transcend the ordinary. So tonight, try this. Before closing your eyes, set a clear intention. Say to yourself, "I will remember what my consciousness experiences tonight." This single practice can unlock revelations about who and what you really are. Did you know the moments right before sleep hold immense power? Few realize this, but the twilight phase between waking and dreaming, called the hypnagogic state, is a gateway. In this window, your brain becomes highly suggestible, and what you think, feel, or focus on can imprint deeply into your subconscious. Geniuses like Nikola Tesla and Thomas Edison knew this. They would fall asleep with questions in their minds and wake up with answers that reshape the world. You can do the same. Before bed, give your mind a command. Let me awaken energized and inspired. Reveal ideas that can improve my life. Help me solve this challenge in my sleep. Allow me to remember my dreams clearly. These suggestions bypass the conscious mind and go straight into the subconscious, which continues to work while you sleep, processing, solving, and revealing. Some even use these moments to set intentions for astral travel. Tonight, I will become aware in the astral world. I will remember everything my consciousness experiences beyond the body. With repetition, these affirmations begin to open doors. Lucid dreams, spiritual guidance, and even transformative revelations start to emerge. While your physical body lies still, your mind can journey far beyond, crossing into realms science has yet to fully understand. But where does it really go? That answer depends on many things: your awareness, your emotions, and the intentions you set. Some people encounter powerful lucid dreams. Others experience the sensation of floating above their body, watching life unfold from another angle. Mystics, monks, and those who faced near-death experiences often describe these same sensations: places of light, encounters with benevolent beings, realms where time bends and space is irrelevant. But how do you know if it's just a dream or something more? Here's where it gets interesting. There are people who've had out-of-body experiences and returned with knowledge of places they had never physically visited, describing them in detail. This suggests that something real is taking place. Even quantum physics supports this idea. It proposes that consciousness might not be confined to the brain. Neurosurgeon Dr. Eben Alexander, after a profound near-death experience, declared that the world he saw beyond death was more real than waking life. So, are we accessing other dimensions when we sleep? Parallel realities? Or simply unexplored chambers of our own psyche? Many dreams, far from being random, may actually be records of our travels through the vast universe of consciousness. If you're curious to go deeper into parallel realities and how consciousness explores them, comment below. I want to know more about parallel realities. We'll prepare something extraordinary just for you. And don't forget, subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss what comes next. Dreams have long been studied across spiritual traditions. For Freud, they reflected hidden desires. For Jung, they were gateways to the collective unconscious, a realm of universal archetypes guiding our evolution. Many people have reported dream experiences that felt unmistakably real. Encounters with spiritual beings, glimpses of the future, or journeys to unfamiliar places. These are often called lucid dreams, where the dreamer becomes aware that they're dreaming and can interact with their surroundings. Shamanic traditions view dreams as actual spirit journeys. In Tibetan Buddhism, dreams are considered training for the afterlife, teaching the soul how to navigate other realms when it eventually leaves the body. There's another phenomenon that defies explanation: people having the same dream on the same night, connected across distance. How is that possible? It may be that during sleep, our consciousness connects to a shared informational field. Quantum theories suggest everything in the universe is connected, through a unified field where individual minds dissolve into a greater awareness. If thoughts and emotions emit frequency, then perhaps two people can synchronize their consciousness and meet in the same dreamscape. Jung's concept of the collective unconscious supports this, a shared mental reservoir where symbols, dreams, and stories are passed down through generations. In the deepest stages of sleep, we may access this universal network and even share dreams with others. There are countless reports of people waking up and describing the same dream, down to minute details. This suggests that our consciousness, while untethered from the body, is capable of connection, exploration, even communication. Not all dreams are symbolic. Some carry warnings, signs, premonitions. Many individuals have reported dreaming of an event, only to witness it unfold days or weeks later. These are called precognitive dreams. In waking life, time seems linear. Past, present, and future move forward like a line. But in dreams, that linearity dissolves. Physicist John Wheeler even theorized that the future can influence the past at the quantum level. If that's true in the quantum realm, might it also be true for consciousness? Could your dreams be glimpses of what's yet to come? History is filled with such examples. Abraham Lincoln dreamed of his own death before his assassination. Others dreamed of the Titanic disaster, or 9/11, before they happened. Carl Jung called this synchronicity, meaningful connections that defy logic and probability. If time functions differently in the dream state, then while sleeping we may access patterns of future events, a kind of memory of what hasn't happened yet. So how can you recognize a precognitive dream? Look for intensity, detail, a vivid sense that what you experienced was more than a dream. If true, this means that sleep isn't just rest. It's a return to the source, a connection to a greater field of intelligence, a space where all possibilities already exist. There are many types of dreams, each with its own meaning. Symbolic dreams deliver messages through metaphor. Precognitive dreams offer glimpses of the future. Lucid dreams allow you to become conscious within the dream itself. Spiritual dreams connect you to higher beings and teachings, and sometimes, dreams are not dreams at all. They are memories of where your consciousness has been. There are dreams, and then there are experiences that transcend ordinary dreaming, ones where you become aware within the dream itself. In such states, you're not just a passive observer. You can engage with the environment and even alter the dream's narrative. These are lucid dreams, but sometimes what we experience at night goes far beyond the personal mind. Spiritual dreams, profound encounters with divine beings, guides, messages from higher realms, or even out-of-body journeys, can deeply shift our perception. But how do we begin to decode the language of dreams? The answer lies in two powerful tools: attention and intention. If you truly wish to recall and comprehend your dreams, the practice begins the moment you wake up. Write down every fragment, every symbol, no matter how small. Over time, patterns begin to reveal themselves. One of the most fascinating dimensions of sleep lies in the astral plane, a realm often studied in mystical and esoteric traditions like Hermeticism, Theosophy, and Spiritism. This plane exists between the material and the spiritual, a fluid realm where thought and emotion take tangible form. Reality in this space is elastic, shaped instantly by the frequency and intent of the consciousness exploring it. Those who have ventured into the astral through spontaneous or trained out-of-body experiences describe it as layered. Some levels are filled with radiant light, tranquility, and encounters with luminous beings. Others are dense and chaotic, echoing fear, confusion, and emotional residue. This duality suggests that the vibration we carry before sleep influences the kind of astral experiences we access. Mystics and researchers often describe three primary levels of the astral realm. The lower astral plane, marked by fear, guilt, and unresolved emotions, often described as heavy, shadowy, and unsettling. The middle astral plane, the most frequently visited, where dreams unfold and the subconscious mind projects symbolic realities. The higher astral plane, a realm of elevated consciousness, a place for spiritual teachings, contact with guides, and expansive mental revelations. Some people stumble upon these realms naturally during sleep. Others consciously train for it, using techniques such as lucid dream induction, mindfulness meditation, and focused intention before bed. Spiritual encounters during sleep are among the most transformative experiences the human soul can undergo. People across the world describe meeting beings of light, spiritual mentors, departed loved ones, and even living individuals, all while in the dream state. But are these just hallucinations of the dreaming mind? Or are we truly interacting with other conscious intelligences? If, as ancient traditions suggest, consciousness is partially freed during sleep, then it becomes possible that real encounters may unfold in these subtle planes. Many people have vivid dreams of lost loved ones, not just vague imagery, but powerful experiences with dialogue, presence, and meaningful messages that bring comfort, closure, even guidance. While some may dismiss this as a psychological coping mechanism, others report receiving information they could never have consciously known, suggesting something far deeper is at play. Another frequent phenomenon involves spiritual classrooms, teachings that occur during sleep. Esoteric wisdom traditions propose that while we sleep, we may be brought to non-physical learning spaces where we're taught about consciousness, evolution, and universal truths. Some individuals awaken with concepts or knowledge they've never studied, only to later discover them in sacred texts or ancient philosophies. So, how can we become more intentional about such experiences? It begins with suggestion. Before bed, say with clarity, "Tonight I wish to meet my spiritual guide, and remember this experience when I wake." Keep your notebook by your side. As soon as you awaken, write down every detail. And then, there are nightmares. Misunderstood by many, nightmares are far more than a reaction to stress. They can act as symbolic warnings, emotional barometers, or even glimpses into denser layers of the astral reality. But why do nightmares occur? And can we influence them? Neuroscience reveals that during sleep, particularly during REM, the brain continues processing unresolved emotions, memories, and fears. The threat simulation theory, proposed by neuroscientist Antti Revonsuo, suggests that nightmares are a mental training ground, simulations to prepare us for real-life danger. Yet on a spiritual level, nightmares may reflect inner energetic turbulence, states of disharmony that magnetize us to lower vibrational dream realms. Freud viewed nightmares as repressed fears bubbling up from the unconscious. Carl Jung, however, believed they were archetypal messages, powerful images trying to guide us toward wholeness. Trauma, grief, and emotional overload can trigger nightmares. But not all nightmares are rooted in psychology. Some emerge from mysterious places untraceable by logic. Fortunately, we are not powerless. If emotional or energetic disarray leads us to dark dreamscapes, then it stands to reason. With awareness, we can steer ourselves toward lighter experiences. Protective techniques include energy cleansing before bed, burning sage, using incense, or visualizing a shield of light around your body. Mental reprogramming, replacing fearful thoughts with affirmations like, "I sleep in safety and peace." Avoiding stimulants, caffeine, alcohol, and heavy meals can lower sleep quality and increase the likelihood of nightmares. Dream interpretation. Even nightmares carry hidden messages. Writing them down can help uncover deeper truths. Lucid dreaming. Becoming aware that you're dreaming allows you to face fears, confront shadows, and reshape the experience. While most try to avoid nightmares, spiritual paths teach that they often present opportunities. Recurring nightmares may be guiding you to confront a part of yourself that needs healing. In certain astral schools, practitioners are taught to face nightmarish figures with calm awareness and discover that the terrifying creature was merely a fragmented piece of their own psyche, asking to be acknowledged. By embracing the message behind fear, we convert pain into power. But why do we forget our dreams so easily? Upon waking, the brain shifts gears rapidly, from dream logic to physical survival. The symbolic, non-linear world of dreams fades quickly unless intentionally recalled. Another factor is that most people simply haven't trained dream recall. Like any skill, remembering dreams improves with practice. Write down even fragments. The more you do, the clearer your memories become. Remain still for a few moments after waking. Movement breaks the thread. Let your mind drift back into the images before opening your eyes, and reduce stimulation at night. Screens, blue light, and intense information disrupt dream encoding. Then there are the dangers and challenges that few dare to speak about. Sleep can open portals, not only to healing, but to darker realms. Sleep paralysis, for example, is a state where the body is immobilized while the mind awakens. People often feel pressure on their chest, or even sense ominous presences nearby. Science explains this as a protective mechanism. Your brain wakes before your body, keeping you paralyzed to prevent acting out dreams. But spiritually, some believe sleep paralysis happens when we abruptly return from the astral, catching glimpses of interdimensional realities. If this happens to you, stay calm. Focus on your breath. Gently move your fingers. It will pass. In fact, some have used this state to trigger intentional astral projections. Another danger: encounters with strange beings. Some dreamers report contact with figures that feel too vivid, too foreign, to be self-created. These entities may be friendly, neutral, or unsettling. What are they? Some experts say they're aspects of our own mind, manifesting as symbols. Others argue they're actual beings from subtler dimensions, guides, watchers, or wandering spirits. Powerful emotions during sleep can generate thought forms, temporary energetic constructs that take shape in dreams. The most important advice in these moments? Don't feed fear. Fear energizes dense encounters. Protect yourself with light visualization and set clear intentions before bed. Then there's the problem of overactivity in dreams. Some people wake feeling as if they've lived an entirely separate life in sleep, mentally drained, as if they never rested. This may result from intense astral work, unresolved emotions, or excessive subconscious activity. To recalibrate, ground yourself after waking. Drink water, walk barefoot on the earth, bathe or meditate to reconnect with your body. If you wish to explore sleep consciously, here are 2 powerful practices. 1. Create a nighttime ritual. Meditation, prayer, or visualization can safeguard your energy. 2. Avoid negative input. Violent media, arguments, or disturbing content before bed can seed lower dream experiences. Sleep is not just rest. It's a gateway to hidden dimensions, to the subconscious, to healing, and to spiritual evolution. Every dream, every symbol, every encounter offers insight into your inner world and your soul's path. Now you understand that your emotional state shapes your nightly journey, that you can set intentions to receive messages, and that even nightmares are invitations to grow. With practices like dream journaling, lucid dreaming, and energetic preparation, sleep transforms into sacred territory, a time for consciousness to awaken. So ask yourself, are you truly asleep at night? Or are you exploring a reality just as real as this one, behind closed eyes? Have you ever had a lucid dream, an encounter that left you questioning reality, or the sensation of leaving your body? Share your story in the comments, because your experience may help others navigate this unseen universe. And if you'd like a deeper dive into any of these themes, leave your suggestion below. Sleep well and dream deeply.